So students, welcome to this lecture. Today we are going to see the topics of expectation values of dynamical quantities and the postulates of quantum mechanics. So first, what is expectation value of a dynamical quantity? Expectation value of a dynamical variable or dynamical quantity is defined as the mathematical average of a large number of measurements of the variable which are made in an independent system. Dynamical variable means a variable which is changing with the time. Now, if you are making a large number of observations of that particular variable, then the mathematical average of all the measurements that you have made, of large number of measurements that you have made, and if you take the mathematical average of those measurements, then that value will be called the expectation value. So it is defined as the expectation value of a dynamical variable is defined as the mathematical average of large number of measurements of the variable which are made in an independent system. Now let A be any dynamical variable, A cap be the operator, then the expectation value of the variable A, it will be given by. See, the particular bracket is used to denote the expectation value of A. So expectation value of A is equal to, it is a ratio of integration minus infinity to infinity psi star A cap psi dv divided by integration minus infinity to infinity psi star psi dv. This is our equation 1. Equation 1, it gives the expectation value of a variable A. Now, if the wave function psi is normalized, then in that case, the denominator integration minus infinity to infinity psi star psi dv, this quantity is equal to 1. We have seen that from the definition of a normalized wave function, integration minus infinity to infinity psi star psi dv, this value comes out to be equal to 1 in case of a normalized wave function. So if the wave function psi is normalized, then the expectation value of the variable A, in that case, it will be simply given by expectation value of A is equal to integration minus infinity to infinity psi star operator for variable A psi into dv, psi star A cap psi into dv, where A cap, this is the operator for that particular dynamical variable A. Now equation 2, it is the expectation value of the variable A if the wave function psi which is involved here is normalized wave function. Now, for example, expectation value of position. Position, we know the variables are given by x, y, z. So, expectation value of x, this is equal to integration minus infinity to infinity psi star x cap psi dv, where x cap is the position operator of x. Expectation value of momentum. If you are taking the variable as momentum, then we know that for the momentum, the expectation value is given by px is equal to integration minus infinity to infinity psi star px cap psi dv. Now observe here that px cap is the operator for the momentum px, that is the x component of the momentum px, and for that we have to write the operator. And what is the operator for momentum? It is given by minus I into h cross del x. This is the operator for px component. So the expectation value of px in this case will then become, it is equal to minus infinity to infinity, integration minus infinity to infinity psi star, and in bracket now we have to replace the px operator by its operator. Px cap is replaced by its operator, and that is minus I into h cross del x, and the remaining term psi dv. So in this case, here the wave function psi is written twice. Actually, it should have been minus infinity to minus integration minus infinity to infinity psi star minus I h cross del psi upon del x. The psi is repeated, it can be omitted into dv. And the expectation value of total energy can be given us. If E represents the total energy, the expectation value of E, this is equal to minus integration minus infinity to infinity psi star E cap psi into dv. Now E cap is the operator for total energy, and we know that the operator for total energy is given by minus h cross whole square divided by twice m del square plus v. This is the operator for total energy. So replace it here. So expectation value of total energy E is equal to integration minus infinity to infinity psi star. Then write the operator for E cap, and that is minus h cross whole square divided by twice m del square plus v into psi dv. So by this particular formulation, we can find out the expectation value of any dynamical variable. Now let us see some problems. Numerical 1. Show that the function fx is equal to sine of ax. It is an eigen function corresponding to the operator d square upon dx square. What is the eigen value of the operator? So what is the eigen? First we have to define an eigenvalue equation. Now in this case, the eigen function or the operator A, let us first see the operator A is A cap is equal to d square upon dx square. This is the operator, and our eigen function fx, it is equal to sine of ax. Now what we have to do? We have to operate this operator on the given eigen function. So if we are operating it, then A cap fx, this is equal to d square upon dx square sine of ax. Means you have operated the operator d square upon dx square on the function sine of ax. So differentiate it 2 times, and if you differentiate it 2 times, then you get the answer d square upon dx square sine of ax. This is equal to minus a square sine of ax. So d square upon dx square is sine of ax. This is equal to minus a square sine of ax. Now this same function can be written as, this is, suppose this is equal to k into fx. Now if you observe this particular equation, it is an eigenvalue equation. Because an operator is acting on an eigen function, it produces the same eigen function multiplied by a certain constant. Then that constant will be an eigen value. So here the function fx is equal to sine of ax is an eigen function, and the operator is d square upon dx square, and it is, and when this operator acts on the given eigen function, it produces the same eigenfunction multiplied by a constant minus a square. So the eigenvalue in this case will be minus a square. Now see another example. Show that the function psi x is equal to a x e raised to the power minus x square divided by 2. It is an eigenfunction of the operator a is equal to d square upon dx square minus x square. This is an operator in this case. Find, and we have to also find the eigenvalue. So now given is that our eigenfunction is psi x is equal to a x e raised to the power minus x square divided by 2. And the operator in this case, it should be a cap. Operator a cap is equal to d square upon dx square minus x square. So now operate this operator on the given eigenfunction. So a cap psi x, this is equal to d square upon dx square minus x square. This whole term in the bracket is an operator, and it is now acting on the function a x e raised to the power minus x square divided by 2. So just you have to multiply it, expand the bracket, and if you expand you get this term. So now take the derivatives. Take the derivative, operate d square upon dx square on the function a x e raised to the power minus x square divided by 2, and in the second case just multiply x square to that given term. So you get a term which is shown here. So a cap psi x is equal to d dx of, in bracket, d dx of a x e raised to the power minus x square divided by 2 minus a x cube e raised to the power minus x square divided by 2. Now perform this differentiation here, and after performing this differentiation, if you rearrange the terms, then you get a cap psi x operator acting on psi x. This is equal to d dx of a, in bracket, minus x square e raised to the power minus x square divided by 2 plus a e raised to the power minus x square divided by 2 minus a x cube e raised to the power minus x square divided by 2. Perform the differentiation one more time, and if you perform this, and finally if you rearrange the terms, then you get operator a acting on psi x. This is equal to a x cube e raised to the power minus x square divided by 2 minus twice x a e raised to the power minus x square divided by 2 minus a x e raised to the power minus x square divided by 2 and minus a x cube e raised to the power minus x square divided by 2. So the first and the fourth term, they cancel each other, and finally you get operator a acting on wave function psi x. This is equal to minus 3x a e raised to the power minus x square by 2. But a into x into e raised to the power minus x square divided by 2, this is the wave function psi x itself. So what is our final representation of this equation? Operator a acting on the wave function psi x, this is equal to minus 3 times psi x. So this is an eigenvalue equation. Operator acts on a wave, it acts on a wave function, eigenfunction, produces the same eigenfunction multiplied by a certain constant. So it is an eigenvalue equation, and in this case the constant is minus 3. So our eigenvalue will be equal to minus 3. So remember that eigenvalue equation, it consists of an operator acting on a eigenfunction to produce the same eigenfunction multiplied by a certain constant. So next we see the postulates of quantum mechanics. So first postulate is that every moving particle has a wave packet associated with it, and this wave packet is represented by the wave function psi. This is the consequence of wave particle duality. Every moving particle has a wave packet associated with it, and this is represented by psi. Second postulate is that mod of psi whole square, which can be given as mod of psi whole square is equal to psi star psi. It gives the probability density, that is the probability per unit volume of finding the particle in a unit volume surrounding a particular point in the space. So mod of psi whole square is the probability density. It gives probability per unit volume of finding a particle in a unit volume, or probability per unit volume of finding a particle in a unit volume that is surrounding a point in the space. Third postulate, the wave function psi and psi star, that is the complex conjugate, and their derivatives, all these three quantities, they are finite, single valued, and continuous in nature. These wave functions are finite, single valued, and continuous in nature. And the last postulate is that if A is any variable having an operator A cap, and if A cap operating on a wave function psi produces the same wave function psi multiplied by a constant, if is A cap psi is equal to A into psi, small a into psi. If this equation is satisfied, then it is called eigenvalue equation. And in this case, the quantity A is called the eigenvalue of the operator A cap. So just remember that in case of an eigenvalue equation, an operator acts on the eigenfunction to produce the same eigenfunction multiplied by a certain constant. And in that case, it is called an eigenvalue equation, and that constant which is obtained, constant times the wave function, that constant is called the eigenvalue of that operator. So you should remember these while solving the mathematical problems. So that's all about the postulates of